Yo, what the dilly, man? It's your man's Conniver here representing D12 and Detroit. Special shout out to my homie MicroMike out here repping for the Detroit Lions for the great city of Detroit. Detroit versus everyone, Detroit versus everybody. You already know what it is. Much love, MicroMike. Keep doing your thing on YouTube. Keep making videos for those Lions, man. We love them. We have faith in them. One pride. Detroit love. Detroit what?
Dern, would you take Jameson Williams at 32? Now, he had that injury. Would you
absolutely. There's no question.
Okay, now tell the people why.
His ability. I mean, he's regarded before the injury as the best wide receiver in this class. And if you watched any Alabama games, he was just a straight monster with Mechie going over the middle, which is my guy 100%. Otherwise, Jameson Williams, he's a dynamic deep threat. The game Arkansas versus Alabama, that duo just destroyed that entire team. They couldn't stop.
Tell the folks about John Mechie too, because I know you're high on him.
Oh, absolutely. If you like Amon-Ra St. Brown, think of two Amon-Ra St. Brown. Mechie is almost the same mold. Not quite as good in the deep pass aspect, but he is a yak monster.
Okay. We need that, man. What do you think about Anthony Lynn going to San Francisco? What do you think about that, Grit?
I mean, 3 different spots in 3 different years. It is what it is. I don't know I think he's the quarterbacks guys, if that's correct. I'm not sure, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I know they're probably moving on from Jimmy G. So I wonder if that will deter a potential free agent suitor quarterback, because a lot of people think they're going with Trey. I think they got another guy in mind that I've said before. So, I mean, congrats to him, man. It's always good to see another person get a job and keep employed. So shout out to him.
Folks, we got 124 in the building. Let's get to 75 likes. Smash that like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel or any of the folks on the panel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. The links are all in the featured tabs on my channel. You can see it there. You can get it. Also, make sure you subscribe to Detroit Lions Podcast. They're now in my featured tab. Trying to take down legacy media. Slowly and surely, we're doing it. And that's what it's all about. Go Lions. If we don't take a linebacker in the first, who do y'all like? Who is a linebacker, Dern, you would take that's not in the first round?
Not in the first round. The one from Wisconsin, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's really good. Chad Muma is also really good. Those are the 2 guys I like outside of your guy from Georgia. And there was one more, Devin Lloyd. I really like, but he's going to go in first.
He's a beast. I got a mock draft dropping next Wednesday, and one of these guys' names is on there, just an FYI. Hashtag seen a lot of mocks in the 32nd pick being Daxton Hill out of Michigan. Thoughts on that? Grid, thoughts on that one?
I've seen a couple Michigan games, man. 32. I don't know, because I'm looking right now, and they got us taking Johan Dotson. That's one of the guys that we could take as well. That's a safety. So I don't know, man. I'd rather me get a wide receiver at that position if we don't take one at 32. So I think we're going to go edge. We're going to go wide receiver. We're going to go safety. That's what I think we're going to do. So I would prefer the wide receiver before the safety. But, I mean, I trust that they'll make the right pick at that position, because all 7 of our draft picks made the team this year. So I think that we're going to hit 7 out of 10, man, at least coming up this year. So if they do whatever they do, man, I'll support it.
Hashtag defense for AG. If we go edge rusher at 2nd overall, which we absolutely need to, what do you think of going linebacker at 32 and 34? What do you think about that, Dern?
32 and 34. I mean, I'm a big fan of going best player available. So, I mean, if it's best player available, I mean, our linebackers were cheeks last year, as Mike would say. There's some pretty good talent. I also forgot Harris from Alabama. I think he would fit us pretty well as well. So if you could get like a Chad Muma and a Christian Harris, that would be solid. Or Who's the guy you like from Georgia again? I keep forgetting his name.
You mean Nakobe Dean?
Oh, Dean.
Oh,
yeah, he's
I
gonna be
love
way gone.
Nakobe Dean, man.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean is my guy. Let's see. If you would go Hutch first, Brisker second, wide receiver 3, yeah, I'd do that. No doubt, man. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go, man. I got a mock draft again, like I stated. I got coming out next Wednesday. I made it today. Real excited about it and getting this thing out there to show you some prospects that you may not keep a keen eye. Yeah, we talk about the first draft, but I like to talk about those other drafts as well. Let's see. If I miss your question, do not get upset. It's because I missed it. And just repost it. That's as simple as that. Lions, unless they get Jordan Whitehead or Marcus Williams, right? Oh, I think they're going to get Marcus Williams. I really do. I think that's probably their top target grid. What do you think? The
Hopefully,
safety?
otherwise Marcus May.
Yeah, that's a big target. You have to pay this guy money.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay the money out of the wazoo, man.
Didn't you mention Bates today too, Dern?
Yeah, but I think you're going to
Master?
have to pay
He's
Bates a lot. Bates is big money.
He's definitely
yeah.
big.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I think Marcus is he's gonna require quite a bit. I think, and I just don't see the Lions spending a ton of money. This is one of the best, the deepest draft, like the most draft picks we had in quite a while, from what I can remember. And I think we got to recoup from last year. I really think these guys are going to keep that money close. And if they do spend big, it's got to be – I could see it being on a safety, though. I really could. A safety before a wide receiver. But I know, shout out to our guy, Raw Detroit, was talking about – I think he was talking about drafting 2 safeties. So somebody was talking about that. So I'm like, I could see that as well. We have more – we have twice as many as we did last year, and we still lost 2. So imagine we don't give those up for Trinity Benson. And we don't know what these guys have in store. They could have a trade up, a trade back. We don't know, man. Maybe the former quarterback's pick from next year. You never know. I mean, it can't get any worse, right? We can't pick any worse than 32. So I don't know, man. I feel like these guys are going to do the right thing and not overpay in free agency.
And if you guys want to hear like the latest, news and rumors, then you need to go to Detroit Lions podcast as well. He has a good theory who the Lions going to take. Chris there, he believes that they go Kyle Hamilton, safety at 2. And he was at the Senior Bowl. He believes it. And, he knows what he's talking about. He's not copying off people. So he definitely understands the game there.
At 2, Mike? I know a lot of people feel 2? Wow.
He's that good, man. He is that good.
I got a little Kuda burn.
You know how we took grief with Okuda at 3? We'd take even more grief with the safety at 2.
I think it's different, though. I think Kyle Hamilton's a different maker. Like, he is.
Don't get grid started.
Nope, I'm good. I'm good, man. I am
because
fine.
Jermaine Johnson could be there at 32 as well. They're like the edge is deep, man. It is really deep. I just think he's that good too. Will you guys?
Can I kind of say what I want to happen?
Yes, tell me what you want to happen.
So I kind of had a spiel with the guys, and I rambled for 7 minutes today. I won't go that long, but there's a huge difference in what I want to happen and what I think will happen. So what I want to happen is I'm going to speak it into existence. We trade back with the Giants because, in my opinion, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to go with an offensive tackle. There's 2 offensive tackles that are blue chip players. After Neal and Ikem Ekwonu, it kind of drops off a little bit with Charles Cross. That's just my opinion. So with the first one going to be gone at 1, I think the Giants need to swoop above the Texans in order to get the next blue chip player because their offensive line is absolute trash. So if they want to give Daniel Jones an actual opportunity, I think that's what they're going to have to do because they're not going to trade with the Texans because they're going to want the offensive tackle. So if we trade with the Giants, they're at 6. So we'll still be able to get one of the top defensive ends or Kyle Hamilton, which all 3 are blue chip players. And then you get extra picks. But what I think will happen is we stay at 2 and we take Hutch or Thibodeau.
I would love to trade back. I think that's the number 1 scenario. I think we all can agree with that. Do you guys want to trade back? Let me know in the comment section. Why for yes and for no. Let's do a quick
poll.
Be a Y. You guys say. It's definitely a Y for me, so I'm going to just throw in my Y right now. Dern and Grid. Let's see what you guys think. I put my Y. I would love to trade back. I think that's an absolute yes. Why? Because you could get potentially 5 and 7. You can get your edge rusher. You could probably get Kyle Hamilton there with the 5th pick. You'd have 3 first-round picks, 5, 7, and 32. So we got Y for Ken, Gemini Y, Paul Y. I agree. Trade back to number 5. Stephen Y, Zeka Y, Eric yes. So everyone's saying yes right now. Chrome yes. Heartbreak Kid, Tokyo yes. The Jets or Giants will trade up for either tackle. It's possible. Maybe they are in love with an Aidan Hutchinson. Maybe they are in love with a Kayvon Thibodeau. Maybe they're in love with the Gridiron Blitz. We don't know. Oscar, why? Art Allen, why? Go Lions. Trade will bring us 2nd-round pick. Hey, I'm with for that too. Lisa says, yes, trade back. Man, we got 100% whys. And again. That's crazy.
I mean, why wouldn't you, if you could trade back, get more picks, and still get a blue chip player to help your team?
Well,
okay,
I
so
agree.
the Jets have the 4th and 10th pick. The Giants have the 5th and 7th. That's 4 guys
5th.
out
My
of
bad.
6
That's even better.
players. That's going to be okay. So but everybody rooted for former quarterback. Now look where we are, 32. Who do we take? What that edge rusher that I want? Who are we taking? If we give up, so who are we taking at 5 or whatever? Like that's what I want to know.
Well,
I
Kayvon
don't know.
Thibodeau could fall out of the top 5.
Now, if you do,
If
now
you want
if
me to.
that is true. That is true. But I want Hutch over him. So if we did do that and we got Hamilton, Thibodeau, and somehow got Jermaine Johnson, I take that. You're talking about that's 3 difference makers in the top 32 like that, and then we turn around and pick at 34. So, but we got to have a trade partner in the dance, and you got 2 teams with 4 picks out of the top 10. So I don't know if anybody moves. I really don't think anybody moves, man.
Would you draft Terrace McGriff?